Hi everyone, my name is Kantoma, and on this video I'm going to be showing you how to design your column using your RCC spreadsheet. As you can see, this is schemata card viewer taking you through my phone. Okay, you can get this on Play Store. Okay, if you have been following, we have done designs on slab, on beam. Now we are on column. Okay, we've been distributing our load from our slab to our beam. Now we are going to take our loads to the column. Okay, I've done designs on RCD 2000, on AutoCAD, Protastructure, Orion, Revit Architecture. All these videos, you can find them on our YouTube channel. It's down below the description of this video. Okay, this is the general arrangement that we have been using. Now you see this cycle around this particular column. That is the column we are going to design, which is the most critical among all. So to design this column, I'll be taking you through this. Now look at this. I actually cut out that column, and this is what you see here. Okay, going back to that GAC now. You can see on this span by your left hand side you have 3830, on the right hand side 3830. Okay, when you come up you see 3115. Okay, there is a column that stops it there. So this column is actually taking half of this beam from your left hand side. 3830 is taking half of it. At your right hand side 3830 is taking half of it. Okay, that's beam 3. Okay, on left and your right, you know, it has two span. Beam 3 has two span, so it's taking half on each span. Okay, when you come to, you can see beam 6 has two span too. Okay, we have two span. There is a column, as you can see, the one hashed white. Okay, you can see that the span is actually 3115. Okay, if you take half of 3115, now this is what you have here, 1.915. okay, when you sum that, it gives you 3.83. you can do that yourself. Okay, when you take half of 3115, it gives you 1.56. now these are your loadings. Okay, your loading, the basic loading parameters are, now the area of the slab that is supported, okay, 3.83, which is this. Okay, multiplied by 1.56. I believe we all know how to get area. So length times breadth. Okay, 1.56 multiplied by 3.83, it will actually give you 5.97, which is meter square, as you can see here. The wall slash beam length supported, that's this beam. You can see the beams here. Okay, now what is the length on, let's say we have the length on the x-axis. You can see it's 3.83. on that of y is 1.56. when you sum that up, it gives you 5.39. okay, now your roof load, both for dead and your life load. Now I will advise you to get a reinforced concrete design book by Victor Yenuga. You can get Mosley and Bongi, or you can get any that is recommended in your country, any reinforced concrete design book. Okay, and then to have a better insight of what we are doing. Okay, your roof load, dead load and life load, these are values. Okay, I just pick them up and then sub them, which is 2.25. I don't want to go into details. Okay, slab load 10.52. if you have been following, I gave a breakdown on how we got 10.52. is actually simple. Okay, your roof beam load, okay, is gotten from your walls, gotten from your block work and your rendering. Okay, for your block work, the loads are 2.87. You can get all of these values from 2.87 for a 9 inches block, which is 225. Okay, which is your 225 block. Okay, is 2.87, and your rendering 0.6. That is where we got 3.47 from, multiplied by 1.4, which is the factor of safety, 5.39, which is your beam, your wall slash beam length supported. Okay, when you sum that and you do that little calculation, you have 26.18 kilonewton. Okay, your roof is 5.97 multiplied by 2.25. Now the 2.25 is your roof load, which is total dead load and life load, which is 2.25. Then your roofing, which is 5.97. Okay, the area of your slab. Okay, that's the whole area. You know, this is the area that this column is actually carrying. Okay, this. Okay, when you do that, you have 13.47. Then your column on load, this is just like the way you do in that of slab load. Okay, it's simple. It's just your your when you take the whole dimension of the column, that is if you are using a 230 by 230 column, which is you multiply by the density of concrete, you add plus your finishes and all that, you have 11 kilonewton. It depends on whatever finishes you are using, okay, and all of that. That will what determine what result you have, or the value you have at the long run. So we are going to be using column unload and finishes as 11. Okay, now when you sum all of this, you have 50.61. If you have been following us on our RCD 2000, I gave a breakdown on how this column unload is gotten. Okay, it's actually a simple calculation. You must have done it even in your classroom. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, you enjoy what you're seeing, then why not give it a thumbs up. Okay, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Is actually free. You see a red button down below this video, click on that button. Okay, you see a bell icon, click on that bell icon so as to get notification whenever I post videos. I post videos on a weekly, sometimes on a daily, so as to encourage those who are trying to understand design better. Okay, now we just finished at our first to roof level. Okay, when you come down to your ground to first floor, you notice that I said load from above. Now the load from above, taking it down. Okay, your wall slash beam. Now your wall slash beam 17.5. This 17.5 is actually gotten from a simple calculation which I have explained before. I would advise you to go look for my other videos on RCD 2000 where I gave a detailed information about this. Okay, you can download those videos. You can watch those videos on YouTube. Okay, free of charge. Okay, no, you don't need to pay a dime. Multiplied by 5.39. 5.39 is the wall slash beam length supported. Okay, the wall slash beam length supported. When you sum 3.83 plus 1.56, it actually give you 5.39. When you multiply that value, it gives you 94.33 kilonewton. Your slab load, which is 5.97 multiplied by 10.52, now it gives you 62.8 kilonewton. Now the column on load, okay, now the column on load at this point we say, okay, 15 kilonewton. Now when you sum all of this value, you have 222.74 kilonewton. Now I have explained something before. Let me show you quickly. This now we have, there are different types of columns. Okay. Now uh now since we have different sizes of columns, okay, look at this now. When the load is less than or equals to 500, okay, you can use 225 by 225. Now when the load is less, when 500, okay, is less than the load, and the load is less than or equals to 700, you can use 300 by 225. Okay, when 700 load is less than the load is less than or equals to 950, like that, you can see now the load you get will determine your choice of size of column. Okay, whatever size of column you are going to choose is determined by the load which you got from that little calculation we just finished from. Okay, now since our load is less than or equals to 500, then we are going to use 225 by 225 for our design. Okay, we are going to use 225 by 225. Okay, which in this country mostly it falls as 230 by 230. So coming to our RCC spreadsheet. Now your FCU, that's your characteristic strength of concrete, characteristic strength of steel, all of these are actually editable. um Let me take you through this. um it says enter data in blue cells only, so it is only the data that are in blue cells that you enter. So if you see a data on a black cell, please don't touch. Okay, red messages indicate entry errors. Okay, so when you see a red message, that means there is an error somewhere that you have to correct. Now if that is correct, now whatever that is in your blue cell can actually be edited. Okay, you can change any of this value. You can see here, I said it's 230. Here too is also 230, which is okay. The FCU, the FY, okay, you can change your concrete cover. They are all editable. If you have been following, we have gone through this before on our slab and on our beam. Okay, you just click on it, you click on edit. If you want to change this to, let's say, 25, okay, your concrete cover, sorry, it's loading, the package is actually large, so um you enjoy what you're seeing, give it a thumbs up. Down below the description of this video, I'm going to be dropping my this YouTube channel. You can visit that YouTube channel. Okay, you will find my videos down below. On that YouTube channel, videos on Orion, on Prota structure, on Revit architecture, on AutoCAD, and an RCD 2000. Okay, I will advise you to go through my videos on RCD 2000 with a good knowledge of RCD 2000. This package will just be a walkover for you. Okay, it's going to be very much easy. You will have little or no questions to ask at all. As you can see, we have changed our concrete cover. Now if there be any error, or if that cover is actually not adequate enough, you find it here around this area. It will tell you that the concrete cover is actually inadequate, and whatever that is not adequate enough, you have that information around this area. As you can see, I'm using my phone to do all this, so there is no barrier. You can learn your design, you can start designing with your phones today. Okay, now I'm going to take you through something. I will, we said our value is 222.7. Okay, that is what we got from our design. Now let me take you through this chart. Okay, look at this chart now. Okay, it's down below here. You can see main. Just flip this, you see main. You flip, you see chart. You flip, you see your calculation, you flip, okay, on x-axis, on y-axis, and all that. Now look at this now. Look at, let me show you this chart. It says 4y12, okay. You are going to use 4t12, which is your high heel steel, okay. Y12 when it is greater than 200, or even from 0 to even up to 400, you can see it's 4t12, okay. When you are more than, when you go more than 400, you can see you are having 4t16. That is your reinforcement bars, okay, your reinforcement bars. And because the value we got is actually less than 400, you can see that means we are supposed to use our 4t12, okay, from this chart. Okay, down below I'm going to drop my link. You can follow me on any of those social media platforms. On Facebook, we have a Facebook that we have created, a group chat, okay. On our group chat, you can join us. While you are allowed to post, you can make your post, you can ask your questions, okay, and you can learn through that channel, through our YouTube, through our Facebook group, okay. Down below the description, I'm going to drop that link, so as you can join today and begin to learn with us, okay. um Now, since our load is actually 222.7, sorry, let me show you, because I know maybe you must have forgotten. Look at, this is what we got as our total load. Now, since this is what we got as our total load, now we are expected to use 4t12, but it is customary to use y16 in Nigeria, so it is not advisable to use y12 or t12 as is stated here, okay. um Use y16, okay. Use 4t16, okay. Is advisable to use 4t16, and because there are a lot of factors that actually contribute to that, because our reinforcement even in Nigeria mostly are not even up to its required diameter. Sometimes the y16 that is so much pronounced are actually not even up to that 16 in diameter, okay. Even the y12 are mostly not even up to that, so it is not advisable when you use a vernier. Now when you use a vernier caliper to check, you discover it's not even up to y12, okay. So it's better you use on your columns, you use y16, okay. Use y16. It is customary in Nigeria to use y16 on your columns, okay. If you enjoy what you are seeing, give it a thumbs up, okay. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's actually free. You see a red button down below, just click on that button, okay, and you have subscribed already. You see a bell icon, click on that bell icon, and then you get a notification whenever I post videos, which I post on a weekly, sometimes on a daily, so as to encourage people who are coming up in design. Thank you very much, and make sure you stay blessed.